That intoxicating smell of frangipani and coconut that takes you back to your Hawaii holiday, or the scent of lemongrass that reminds you of your favourite spa in Thailand are due to much more than what's growing in the hotel garden. Scent marketing is a very deliberate tactic used by hotels to help generate positive responses and happy memories that keep guests coming back. Daniel Green is the director of Scent Australia and is responsible for many of those delightful fragrances. He joins us now from our Melbourne studio. Welcome, Daniel. Tell us, how do hotels use scent to create a positive experience?
Hi Bridie, thank you for having me on your show. We use scent in hotels by diffusing a pleasurable scent around the entranceway and the common guest areas like the lobby, maybe the gym or the spa. And the idea is just to improve the perception of the hotel by lifting the guest mood and creating those happy feelings that you mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, how are smells and emotions linked? How does one influence the other?
Actually, as we grow up, we learn about smells through experiences. And as smell is actually processed in the brain's limbic system, which is the memory, emotions, and even the decision-making part of the brain, with each smell, we often form an emotion or a link from that experience. So it's actually quite almost like a tattoo on the brain.
In these sort of tough times, how much are hotels spending on scent and how is it done?
We're working with many hotels from about $250 a month. It's very rarely more than $500 a month. And for that, they get the service of the commercial scent diffuser, which is often connected to the air conditioning system, or even just some machines concealed inside the room. And we use the pure fragrance, essential oils to create this wonderful aroma in the air.
Just in terms of how you actually can gauge whether the scent is having a positive impact, well, I mean, what do you do?
I guess what I like to tell my customers is they need to just go by their own feeling and also by the feedback that they get from their customers. Because I can tell you right now that most of our clients get daily remarks from their customers about the wonderful scent, and they often ask where they can buy the scent or how can they get the same smell for their home. And that to me is a lot of evidence that the scent is working, because no one's going to comment on the music or the decor or many of the other factors of the hotel. So that just shows that scent is actually very powerful.
And some hotels actually have a signature scent that they'll use in everything from bath products to diffusers, candles. Can you give us some examples?
Of course. So it's a good idea to use the signature scent, which is like the logo or the branding of the hotel. It's another aspect. So when you use this, specifically a candle or a small scented gift extension, as we call it, you're actually giving or selling to your customer something that they can take home. And every time they smell that smell at home, it actually reminds them of the hopefully pleasurable experience of staying at the hotel. And it also acts as a little bit of an advert to remind them to come back and also to even explain to their own visitors where they got this wonderful smell from.
And what have you found are the most popular fragrances?
It's hard to say the most popular because for each customer we normally use a different smell. So Country Road is actually, well, that's a retail brand working with some fig fragrance, but each of our hotels has their own signature scent. And for example, we look after the Fraser Suites hotels in Australia, but they have a smell that they use all around the world. So whenever you return to one of their hotels, it's like coming home almost.
I just wanted
I guess, sorry, just to say about the most popular scent, maybe something that's citrus or floral, that's often used in the hotel environment.
Okay, and just on this topic as well, in an interview you did with the Australian Financial Review, you talked about a study on children that found simple scents actually improve their problem-solving abilities. Can you tell us about that?
It was actually a study done to see what kind of a scent would increase the sales the most in a retail experience. And they tested a simple scent, which was just the smell of orange, and a more complex scent, which was orange basil green tea. And what they found was when they used the simple scent, they had higher takings that increased the sales the most. So Dr. Spangenberg, who was the researcher who conducted the study, had a theory that the more complex scent actually occupied more brain power. So with the students, they tested the different conditions of a basic scent or no scent or a complex scent. And they found that with the basic scent, they had the most accuracy and the highest rate, the quickest at solving these problems compared to using no scent or using a complex scent. But with this study, I would always take it with a grain of salt, because that's just looking at one day in time, whereas a more complex scent might be very sophisticated and beautiful and has many other benefits, such as creating this logo scent, or having a brand scent that people talk about and love and remember.
Daniel Green from Scent Australia, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Brady.